I'll talk in a second when it's not -1. And then where's the old sine curve finish? This is fun. The midline. Yep. So here you go. Here's the sine curve, everybody. Nice, smooth curve. That's what I want to see when you hand in your assignment later today. Smooth curves. So there's sine. What about cosine? Fill me in on cosine. So what's that? Pi over 2. And 1, 2, 3. 3 pi over 2. Okay. Cosine's much different. Much different. Where's cosine start?
Starts at the max.
Max, yeah. Doesn't start at the midline. Starts at the max. Then goes where?
Midline.
Midline. So max to midline to where? Let's finish this up quick. Max, midline.
Minimum.
Minimum. Then we take a turn back where?
Midline.
Midline. And then finally somebody, where's cosine always end?
Max.
Max. Done. So here's a cosine curve. All right. Only thing else you guys need to worry about is if I put a number in front of sine or cosine. How does that affect your graph when you see a number in front? What changes now on your graph if you see a number in front?
The min and the max.
Correct. The min and the max now. So in this case, my min would go down to -2 and my max would go up to 2. Final thing, what happens if I throw a negative also in front of it? How does that affect your graph? The max and the min are still 2 and -2, but what's the negative do?
You start at the min instead of the max.
Okay, wherever you have a max, you flip it to a min. And wherever you have a minimum, you flip it to a max. Correct. It gets flipped. All right. Maxes become minimums and minimums become maximums. Any questions on those guys? Anything at all? Okay, I'm going to make these assignments a little bit tougher on you so you have a little bit more responsibility. First, I know there's people in this class right now that did not attend yesterday. So you're watching the video and taking notes and then worrying about the assignment afterwards. Everybody else, you got packet pages 7 through 9 to do. 7 through 9. You can hand it in at any time between now and 11:15 tomorrow. Okay, which would be the usual start of class. So 24 hours. All right, you can hand that in on Google Classroom between now and 11:15 tomorrow. If it gets handed in after that, it's just a 0. I'm not going to accept any late stuff here, giving you 24 hours to do so. I'm going to make it a little tougher on you because I'm not going to post the answers up on Classroom. All right, because I don't want people going on and just copying it down if they don't know what the heck's going on. I want you to ask me questions today if you don't know how to do a problem. The last 10 minutes of class, we get out of here at 11:55. So 11:45, I will post the answers, but not until then. So I'm going to force you guys, if you don't know what's going on, to ask me the question instead of just looking on Classroom and copying down the answer. Okay? Questions about this? Okay, last time I had you guys practice, some of you guys drove me nuts at home because you didn't do a darn thing. I don't know what the heck you're doing at home then. Right? I'm giving you a solid 40, a little less, 35 minutes right now to complete this assignment. And you have 24 hours to complete it overall. All right, so that's on you guys right now. Go ahead, get going. You're either watching the video from yesterday's class if you weren't here, or you're doing packet pages 7 through 9. 11:45, I will post the answers. Please ask me questions if you don't know how to do something. First 2 pages are strictly graphing. If you trust your answers, Hunter, you can hand it in. If not, hang out till 11:45. That's my best response for you. I joined men Google was the quote. Whew.
Do you really care that much about the scale? Like, can I make some 1 and some 0.5?
Just make sure it's consistent in the positive and negative direction, Caroline. So,
Okay.
if you go by 2s on top, make sure you go 2s in the negatives too.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't care.
Okay, thanks.